So, Minder, do you want to talk about I don't know, verification, Twitter? What's going on there?
Maybe.
Let's do it. Let's do it. But you know, this is going to be quite the conversation, isn't it?
Is there much to say, really?
Are you going to pay for Twitter, Bender? Are you going to be a motherfucker who pays for Twitter?
There is someone in this. We can play Clue if you want. There is someone in this room who does pay for Twitter.
I have Twitter Blue.
There you go. She just came right out and said,
I had it before. I had it before Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Oh, you have it from the old one?
Yeah, I had it before he bought it. I didn't go and buy it after the come on.
To support Elon.
No, I had it because it was way slower to upload video. I couldn't upload videos that were as long. I put out, I only just recently got a YouTube channel, so I primarily uploaded videos and like my rising content, my longer content. It was easier. It took way easier. With Twitter Blue before, so I already had it. So I'm like, I have no performative message to send. I already had it.
I have a raw.
Although I might get rid of it because the whole app is falling apart at this point.
You should also get rid of it because there's going to be a real move to block everybody who has it after
the Great Blockathon is on the 15th.
So I would definitely get rid of that check mark as quickly as possible.
I didn't know about the Blockathon.
Basically, after this weekend, the only people who will have the check mark are Twitter Blue subscribers.
Yeah.
So the power users and the anti-Musk people are starting a whole thing to block after this weekend when the check marks are moved. Every check mark you see, just block them. It's called Block the Blue. It's going to be a real thing. I mean, it's not something I came up with.
But what if my legacy check mark doesn't get removed and people think that I pay for Twitter and they instinctively block me?
If a whole bunch of check marks aren't removed this weekend, that news will get out, and I bet people won't do it right away. It's basically people just want to know right off because right now you do have to click on the check mark, and I do bet that extra move is just people don't care enough to do that. But if the only people on the app who have the check mark are the people paying Musk, then people of course are just gonna hover over that block button and just block them in a quick second. There's also
defeat the purpose of having a check of paying for a check mark. Like now that you know,
and like here's the thing.
What's the point of buying a check mark now?
He's so stupid because of course the paid check marks are a bad idea, but from a business standpoint, keep the verification on the people who had it. Because those are, for the most part, and I'm not calling myself this, but for the actual big users of Twitter, like the celebrities, Hollywood actors, the big music stars, they're verified. And so the selling point for Elon Musk for his $8 a month plan is to fucking, you want to look like those people? Pay me $8 and I'll give you the check mark so you look like them. But without even that, if you take the check mark off of all those people, then what's the fucking selling point? It's going to be the loser badge. Like, it's going to be literally like a scarlet letter. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. A lot of celebrities are saying how they're going to stop posting.
I've never blocked anybody, and I'm really proud to say that because every free speech warrior on the internet has
never blocked anyone.
I have a flawless record of 0 blocks because I wanted to be able to say this. I wanted to be able to say I'm the only free speech absolutist.
You're not actually, because
everyone quote me. I let everyone reply to me. You can have at me. Go nuts. I've never.
I've blocked the fuck out of people.
But I'm changing on October 15th. 14th. I'm going to, once my blue check mark is gone, I'm blocking literally every blue check mark on Twitter, and Elon Musk is first. He will be my first block. I'm so excited. I'm going to block Elon Musk first, then every blue check mark. Right now.
I also block 0 people for that same reason. I didn't want to give anyone the pleasure of being able to do that screenshot that shows Matt Binder blocked me.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care at all because I
make public service announcements all the time that I block you. You're lucky if I block you because if I don't block you, I will drag you through the dirt. I just checked my blocked accounts. I have 2,193 people blocked on Twitter, and honestly, that's low for in my mind. I would have guessed higher.
I should check mine.
I actually knew I knew Ole had Twitter Blue because I have the raw data of every single Twitter Blue.
Oh, do you have a block list I can use?
Damn.
User,
Matt?
I can.
It's the day
not
of.
a
I want to hit like a button and just watch it go like block.
It's
I'm
not
about
a block.
to.
It's not a block
about
list.
I'm about to cancel my subscription. I just hope that I hate that you can't customize your display on Twitter after that, right? You're stuck with that communities tab shit foolishness.
But I mean, who?
I'm gonna cancel. But I do hate it. I do hate it. Like I hate it.
I hear you. This is the intro. I wrote a piece and it went pretty viral this week. This great researcher Travis Brown has been tracking Twitter Blue subscribers, and he's been like diving into the data and he's been sharing it with me. And it's amazing to see some of this stuff. Basically, the focus I did this past week, and there's gonna be another piece coming out next week. I can't tell you what, but it's gonna be another real amazing who pays for Twitter Blue piece. But the Twitter Blue subscribers. Half of the Twitter Blue subscribers, half of the people who pay Elon Musk for Twitter Blue, do not even have 1,000 followers. They have less than 1,000 followers. 18% of the people who pay Elon Musk for Twitter Blue have less than 100 followers.
Okay, I cancel my subscription.
And something like close to 3,000 close to 3,000 of these people have 0 followers. Paying Elon Musk to blast your tweets to 0 fucking people. It's really like and people are asking, oh, what's the significance of that? Well, of course there are some great accounts, people who follow me who have less than 1,000 followers, but for the most part, if you have very low follower accounts and you think you need Twitter Blue, you're most likely a very low quality poster from my own experience. I don't know if you've come across the Twitter Blue user in your replies, but you can usually tell without even clicking the Twitter Blue logo to see if they paid for Twitter Blue, because the quality of their tweets are much different than the vast majority of the people who use Twitter. It's amazing. It's almost without fail a far right winger, a crypto scammer, an Elon Musk / Tesla sycophant. It is like almost like 9 out of 10 times it's going to be one of those people, and I would say even like less of a percentage of that. And then you never come across someone like an Ole paying for the old Twitter Blue still. That's like you're like a rare gem in the. They don't exist anymore. Those old school users don't exist anymore.
That's honestly, yeah. Well, I canceled just now. I don't need nobody stressing me out. I'm sick of people having my name. I do not want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. Like, I swear to God, I'm up to here with internet users. I've had my fill. I literally took this week off like a mental health week. I sent my CEO an audio note and I was like, listen to me. I cannot talk to people for a week. I need a mental health week, because if I don't, I'm about to set it off. Like, I just gotta go mind my business. Nope, I'll just fucking cancel the subscription. I'm tired of fighting for my life. Fuck it. Like, whatever. Like, whatever. Like, who cares? I don't have time. Fuck it. Because people, I've gotten messages from people being like, please allow me, please cancel your Twitter Blue. I'm like, oh my God.
You have?
What, really?
I'll be honest though. You just showed me, and to everyone watching, you just showed us all that it works. Shame these motherfuckers. Shame them. Not you. Not calling you a motherfucker. Those other ones. Shame them. Shame them.
You see why you can't deal with a hostile mob? You see why you can't play that game? The minute you get a little bit of ground, now look, they're emboldened. Look what I've done. Look at
and listen, people have asked me like, what's the equivalent of like, oh, you pay like Amazon for Amazon Prime, you support Jeff Bezos. I mean, I do think there's a huge difference between these other shitty billionaires who we hate because they're billionaires looking out for their own capitalist billionaire class, and Elon Musk. I really do. There's a difference between those guys who are driven by pure profit and money, and Elon Musk, who's out there legitimately using the platform to push a political ideology.
I-
There's
Of
no
course.
other.
He's pushing his own agenda, and it's less business driven than it is Elon driven. He just
Yes,
he just
yes.
became the most followed user of all time.
Yes,
You could put
a campaign pressure. A bunch of organizations could get together and shame a Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos into tweaking something, changing something, because at the end of the day, they're looking out for what will make them the most money. With Elon Musk, he's out there fucking pushing anti-trans shit personally, like literally replying to anti-trans stuff about the shooter so it gets boosted in people's feed. He's sharing conspiratorial posts about Nancy Pelosi possibly was having her husband was having gay sex with his attacker. Like, this dude is different than those other ones. They're all shitty. Fuck them all. But Elon Musk is shitty for a different reason.
He wants Reddit's approval. He wants 4chan's approval. He wants to be like. It didn't piss him off that he's the reply guy for people like Ian Miles Chong or all these other like really weird far right weirdos, and he's happy with that. He is now the most followed person on the platform. You got it. Yeah.
Meanwhile, like there are shows on Amazon Prime that are anti-capitalist. Like, so if Elon Musk controlled like a Netflix or an Amazon Prime, I don't think you'd have any shows like that on there, right? Like it would be like a Daily Wire sort of deal.
Look, here's the thing when it comes to billionaires and their billion-dollar businesses, right? Is someone, when it comes to like talking about Jeff Bezos, right? He's evil. We pretty much know he's got the looks and the empire to be a supervillain in a movie, right? We get that. He's got the bald head and everything. But he still produces a product that's unfortunately useful and valuable to millions of people around the world, right? So we can hate him, but he's still providing a service that people now need, especially post-pandemic. Elon Musk doesn't provide that. His Teslas are catching people on fire. His Boring Company, I think, is releasing toxins into the environment,
and it's hurt public transit. Like that was his goal, was to stop public transit projects.
The death holes.
Yeah, and now he bought Twitter, which is a company he overvalued, and now he's crying and sucking his fucking thumb, waiting for people to suck his dick because he overvalued this company and now it's losing money. He's like, oh, it hurts my. He's hurting. It's like a Pokemon. It hurt itself in confusion. So I don't care. He doesn't provide any benefit to society. He's just a fucking cockroach. I hope I get banned for that. You're a cockroach, Elon.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's even if you want to take the political element out of it, which you shouldn't, but even if you to reach out to normies who aren't in our bubble, like you said, like there are a number of companies out there who you sometimes have to do the trade-off of, are they actually providing me with a service that helps my life in some way, or makes my life easier in some way so I can, do what I do. And Elon Musk is not providing that service. In fact, he's made the platform worse and rolled out this subscription service basically as a help bail me out for my bullshit type deal. Like, and listen, if you want to see Twitter get better, there will be no better way than to make this guy lose as much money as possible. So he's got no choice but to get rid of it in a fire sale and get it in someone else's hands, quite honestly.
I got to admit, like when he first bought it, I didn't think he would do much to change it because I figured this guy wants to make money, right? Like, why would he just destroy the platform and lose all of its value? Why would he do that? But that's exactly what he did. Like, it's either intentional. Maybe he sees Twitter as, I don't think he's even thinking that far, but maybe he sees Twitter as like somehow a benefit to the left and spreading ideas. But I just think he's just a moron. Like, it's just he really wants approval from certain groups in society. And that's what he's chasing.
Yeah, I mean, I overestimated his intelligence for sure. I always thought he was a dumbass, but I thought, he wants to make money. So, of course, he's not going to make substantial changes that fundamentally alter the way that Twitter functions. I was proven wrong, too, because, it keeps getting worse. So long as Catcher's happy, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys use any third-party Twitter apps, but I had another story today. Basically, they rolled out their new API plan, which is basically what all the developers who create apps that use Twitter use to connect to Twitter. Like if you use an app that posts to Twitter, or if you use a service that pulls tweets so you could monitor your mentions or whatever. Basically, they rolled out a plan for these developers saying, Okay, here right now you could get like for free. Twitter offers a free plan that lets them pull 2 million tweets a month, and then there's paid plans for beyond that, which has helped create this like ecosystem of all these different Twitter apps. But now Elon is instituting a new plan where the free plan doesn't let you do anything like that. It lets you just run like a Twitter bot that just could tweet like 1,000 times a month or something like that. But if you have an app, you basically have to sign up for $100 a month plan, which basically gives you only the ability to write like something like 1,000 or 2,000 tweets per month, which most of these apps are beyond, like, because they have multiple users, right? So just one user would probably do that. Imagine if you run an app that has like 1,000 users. And then if you're beyond that $100 per month plan, you have to then upgrade to the enterprise plan. Oh, how much is this upgrade? Maybe $100, $200 extra a month? No. The upgrade from the $100 plan for these developers is a $42,000 per month plan. $42,000 per month. All these indie developers who make like max maybe a couple $1,000s per month, if even that, are all announcing that like, fuck, my entire career that I've built, my job, I gotta close it down, I'm screwed. All these apps are closing because this guy is a moron and thinks that the sensible upgrade to a $100 plan, which is shit to begin with, is one that goes to a $42,000 per month plan. Like the equivalent of that is like, imagine you had you paid for like a dial-up internet, but with like your internet provider, and that was like $100 per month, and then you wanted to upgrade to like the cable cable subscription or something, and they're like, oh, that upgrade just gonna cost you $10,000 per month. Like, it just makes no sense to jump from that. He's a fucking like idiot, honestly. Like, how do you not, like, even from a business perspective of monetizing something that was free before, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Well, and let's talk about this whole not making sense thing too, just for a second, because the reality too with Elon is him purchasing Twitter and doing what he did to it shows two things. One, it shows that all of those business decisions, when it comes to like, we're talking about his past stuff with PayPal and stuff, how he didn't really create it. He just kind of happened to be at the right place at the right time with Daddy's Emerald money or whatever to invest into it. It shows, one, he's really not that smart, and he's been playing this game that he's smarter than he is. And now it's coming out when he's actually put in the driver's seat of a company that doesn't have any advisors or HR or anything. Here's what happens. Here's the man you think is a genius. But two, this level of wealth inequality, being able to purchase a company for $44 billion, an amount of money most of us cannot even fathom what that means or what that looks like, and then squandering it in front of us it's rubbing the wealth inequality all in our faces. This level of gross misspending of finances, of money that none of us will ever even see in our lives. To lose $20 billion, you don't even know what the fuck that means, honestly, okay? We know it's a lot of zeros. That's all we really know. We can't quantify that. Our brains literally cannot do that. And he did it for the fucking lulz, for funsies, because he wanted to be number one.
It did prove that the whole meritocracy isn't real, though. That's nice. Now we know that billionaires aren't, CEOs of these Fortune 500 companies aren't necessarily there because they're the most qualified and the most exceptional human beings on the planet, directed to lead us peasants with their incredible 9,000 IQ super brains.
I think there's like 1,000 examples of like this not being a meritocracy. Just endless.
This is the most striking, David.
As a whole,
the most striking. I contend the most striking.
Yeah, actually, that
and public.
Fair enough. Yes.